never gave her safety. I never gave her stability, because safety and stability meant that she could relax and pause. And a woman who feels safe might realize that she doesn't need me. So I kept her off balance. I created chaos inside the entire relationship, created fights over nothing. One day sweet, the next day cruel, going back and forth. And so she stayed second guessing herself, stayed working, stayed focused, trying to work harder and fix herself, trying to figure out what version of me she'd get, never understanding, never knowing. And I controlled her by keeping her anxious.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, did he just admit to emotional abuse? And then casually just kind of drop it in as a relationship flaw, as if, this is just a moment of growth. As if this isn't literal psychological abuse. Well, if that was your thinking, you would in fact be correct, because he did. This is so far from okay, I don't even know where to begin. So, ladies, when I tell you in my videos that they know, okay, this is what I mean by they know. This man is literally telling you that they know. Just like the man from the other day who said that he doesn't date his type because he doesn't have the money to. Yep, they know. They know when they're shortchanging you and being cheap. They know when they're being emotionally abusive, and they know when they're hurting you. They know. Stop making excuses for them, because men aren't dumb, and they are certainly not without strategy. When I tell you that men are strategic, this is what I mean. When I tell you that men know exactly what they're doing, this is what I mean. Hear me, ladies. Click the link in bio. Don't be a slow learner.
So besties, if you want to know how men who know you're out of their league manipulate you, watch this video till the end. A group of very handsome men came out to expose how they manipulate women who they know are out of their league to sleep with these women and dominate these women. I'm going to roll the clip, let us watch, then I'll be sharing my thoughts at the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'm dying to see them, and I'm going to see you guys at the end.
I'm going to give you guys 5 very intentional and psychologically manipulative things that a man will do to keep you hooked. I like to call the first one intermittent reinforcement. And the main factor that a man will use to employ this method is unpredictability. It's kind of like the same thing that makes slot machines addictive. You don't really know what's going to happen, so that unpredictable factor is what keeps you hooked. So when he does give you the attention out of an unpredictability factor, you kind of get a dopamine rush instantly from it. And one of the reasons as to why this works so well for men is because in some cases, women will invest time, energy, and they'll invest emotions into the man. So them walking away essentially feels like a waste. And I want you guys to know that staying longer does not deepen your connection. It only increases your disappointment. Future faking is another one. A man will say things like, once I get this job, once I get my career fixed, once I do this, once I do that, etc. It creates the illusion of progress without actual real movement, which leads me to another point: hope-based attachment. A lot of women fall in love with a man's potential based on what he has sold her, and she doesn't really fall in love with who he truly is. Men are not dumb. They know that if they give you a little bit of a glimpse of who they could possibly be in a near future, you're going to want to stick around to see that potential come to fruition. This is why I say don't listen to what a man says. Look at what a man does. What a man says is going to create the illusion of potential. What a man does is going to give you a reality of his actuality and who he really is. Another thing that men do that is very psychologically manipulative is provide emotional intimacy without the regard of any labels. So if a man ever tells you he doesn't like titles, he doesn't like labels, it's more than likely because he just wants the benefit of you without really fully committing to you. You might share your feelings, your body, your time, and your energy with him, but if you don't share commitment with each other, it's going to create a false sense of closeness, because closeness is defined by not just vulnerability, but also by commitment. Always remember that everything a man does is 100% intentional. Men don't accidentally hook you. They know exactly what they're doing. They know what to say and to do to keep you reeled in without fully committing to you.
Because if you want to pinpoint the emotions that you have when it comes to it, it is literally that you are at the mercy of the opposing person's emotions. Is he in the mood to spoil me today, or is he in the mood to have a hissy fit? Is he in the mood to make me feel like crap, or is he in the mood to love me today? And that's what they do. And you are literally a slave to their emotions. He woke up today, kissed me on the forehead and said, baby, I love you so much. And you're so happy and you feel so content and safe. And then he came back from work, doesn't even want to look at you. You are the worst thing that's ever happened to him, and you are suddenly in shambles. The panic, the anxiety, you feel it from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And women who have been through this know exactly what I'm talking about. It shakes you. You are no longer, you don't know who you are anymore. And that's what it is. You are at the mercy of his emotions. Everything he does becomes everything you are. Women who have been through this know exactly what I'm talking about. It shakes you. You are no longer, you don't know who you are anymore. And that's what it is. You are at the mercy of his emotions.
Ladies, be careful. Here is another dark psychological technique that men use on women to make them feel insecure to level the playing field. During a conversation, when you say something personal about yourself, he's gonna go, oh, okay. And when you ask what it is, he's going to ignore you and change the topic. What he is actually trying to do is make you feel right here so he can seem right here so you can chase after him. When you catch him doing this, do not fall for it and keep your confidence.
I want to know truthfully the best way to be in her mind, even though this is seen as toxic, but this is the real natural way of things. Because she knows that if you are the level of man that as soon as you walk through the door, you could end up fucking a girl. Most guys can't even believe that this is a concept of like, nah, no one's like that, you couldn't do no. The guys who are either at the top or going there know that this is just a normal part of life. Like once you get to a certain level of man, you literally make your woman anxious by just leaving the house. Not even being a dog, not even cheating. Like she finds it hard to believe that over a couple of weeks, you wouldn't accidentally fuck a girl as you just go to the gym because you'll see a girl on the way there or something. If you're that level of guy, girls find that difficult. I'm a woman and I'm not emotional. You're a woman and you're not emotional. Well, there's feminine and masculine energy. We know which one that you have because feminine women are naturally and almost wholly emotional. Of course they are. That's not a bad thing. The whole point of a feminine woman's emotions is for us as a masculine man to tame that, to create order inside of the chaos. And you might right now be thinking, well, you know, this sounds silly anyway because if spiking all of her emotions, like I don't want to be with an emotional girl. I want to be with a girl who's really sensible and works hard and she's disciplined and she's got goals and she's masculine, which then means that I'm feminine. Because if she's masculine, you've got to be feminine. And that can be okay. Sometimes. Maybe. The truth is, from my understanding, if you don't want a feminine woman...
Number one, comparing them to their friends, to their cousins, to their family members. You don't compare people to people. Everyone's different, especially girls. Don't do it. Number two, if you comment on what they're eating, how they're eating it, and just what they've been eating throughout the week or day, whatever, first of all, it's not your business. Second of all, why are you looking at me? And third of all, don't look at them while they eat stuff that they want to eat. Let them eat what they want to eat. They know what's going on with their body way better than you know. And number three, if you're talking about like, you know, her friends and you put a girl over her like, oh yeah, you know, she has a better smile than you. Oh yeah, she has a better this than you. That's going to make her not think good about herself. And it's going to lead to her overthinking and it's going to make her insecure. But you don't want to see that. It's a terrible thing.
These are the best ways to make her uncomfortable. If you do any of these, she's probably gonna pack her stuff up and leave. So don't do it. Number one, you're just too close. Listen, if you are ever approaching a woman, bro, and she's backed up into like a corner or something, bro, don't approach. Don't approach. That is the number one way these women are gonna feel uncomfortable. You approach her corner right there. She right. A lot of you guys don't take that as accountability, but you see it more oftentimes than not. I think I said that right. Hopefully that did. My brain a little scrambled. Guys, do not ever approach somebody and they're backed up into some type of wall. Make sure it's an open space. Number two, you're tubby. Yep, that makes them uncomfortable. But more specifically, when that crack is showing. I've said this a whole lot of times. If you are big and you are tubby, you need to get yourself in the gym. You need to stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop feeling embarrassment that people are looking at you. Man up and go make a change for yourself. Minute you show that crack, she out of there. I promise you. So get your weight in check, bro. Because none of these people are really going to tell you, man. Nobody really has the guts to tell you. You're going to go in these comments, well, bro, you should be okay with yourself. Number three, you can't control yourself. You start drinking that goose. You start getting violent. Bro, that is the worst habit to have. This is why I do not condone y'all drinking, bro. Stop drinking. You can't control yourself. All of a sudden, you taking her random stuff. You want to fight everybody while she there. Somebody you're not now. Dude, come on, man. Grow up. Learn to control yourself, bro.
Bro, how did you bag that chick? She's way out of your league. Oh, please, my friend, how many times must I remind you how amendable the human condition to be? What? What are you talking about? People are misinformed to believe that their looks are the sole proprietor to how attractive one is. But how many times have you met a beautiful woman who is convinced that they're ugly because in their childhood they were told exactly that? You see, attractiveness is not tied just to looks, but also to the reputation that you have with yourself. Your self-esteem. And I also had another point of contention. She was not just merely out of my league, as you said, but she also only had a preference for white men. What? That can't be true. She's dating you, so she obviously has a thing for Asian dudes. Only after I amended such preferences. What? So let me get this straight. You convinced this girl that you're in her league and to change her dating preferences? How do you... But that's like innate to who you are and how you grew up. How do you change that? Dating apps. What? Like you went on her phone and changed her dating preferences? No, she would just change it back. But it is through the dating app that I first learned of her, and I was quite enamored right from the start. But how distressed would I be to learn that she felt that she was out of my league and that she only dated white men? Oh, so you guys actually matched? And she was like, oh, sorry, I only date white guys? No, we didn't match at all. Instead, what I did was I created 16 profiles of the most attractive men in every race, and she only swiped on the white men. Okay, but how does that change her preference? My friend, you have all the pieces in front of you and yet you do not see. As you said, one's preferences are innately tied to one's heart. And so all I had to do was merely break her heart. It was quite easy. But she didn't swipe on you. How could you break her heart? After learning of her, for the following 2 months, she would match with 10 men who were exactly her type. She would unmatch with the first 2, for I used those to triangulate the exact personality type that she desired. But the number 3 to 10, how surprised would she be to learn that they were the perfect package, exactly what she wished for. And how surprised would she be for this tailored roller coaster that I made for her, that it would always end in disappointment. What did you do? Remember, my goals were two-pronged. I wasn't only trying to change her preferences, but I was also trying to destroy her self-reputation. And so every match followed the same exact formula. They would have instant chemistry, build momentum, and learn that they were perfect for one another, all leading to the very momentous occasion, the first date. But you were pretending to be these guys. You couldn't show up. What, you hire models or something? Au contraire, my friend, where you see weakness, I see strength. Imagine this, conversing with someone that you believe to be your perfect partner, sharing your life with each other, your photos and everything, to build the emotional momentum for the auspicious event of your first date. And you arrive on time at the restaurant and you find that no one's there. But of course, some cost fallacy deems that you must wait. And so you do. You wait and you wait and you wait. And an hour goes by until you finally receive a text to deliver the final blow saying, sorry, but you didn't look like your photos. Goodbye. You called them the catfish? Yes. Imagine the blow to her ego, a woman such as herself, used to men crawling beneath her feet. Imagine how devastated she was. And imagine it happening 7 more times. By the white men that she has preferred her entire life. That pain, that trauma, now inextricably tied to her preferences. Now she can never look at a white man again without thinking about the humiliation that she has gone through. And I knew my plan had worked when she stopped swiping on the white profiles that I made for her and then started swiping on the Asian profiles. Wait, why would she go straight to Asians? What about the other ethnicities? Good question. Did you know that on dating apps, the most common ice-breaking questions are music preference and favorite TV shows? Okay, but what does that have to do with anything? Within the conversations of the matches that I curated for her, I made sure to slip in said icebreakers and always mention K-pop and Korean drama. And of course, after every successive rejection, she became more and more desperate and began to appease the men that she deemed to be perfect and began to actually listen and watch K-dramas. Of course, I could care less. All I really cared about was making sure that she typed the word Korean. What? Why was that the only thing you cared about? My friend, have you ever experienced mentioning something random around your phone and then all of a sudden it appearing everywhere on your feed? Oh yeah, I think so. You see, with this suggestion, I understood I had to be more careful, more subtle, more progressive, so that the more and more she interacted with my profiles, the more and more her feed would be dominated by Korean culture and less of hers. I made sure that with her 8th match, he was a half-white, half-Korean man who would attribute all his positive personality attributes to his Korean upbringing, his filial piety, the healthy relationship that he has with his mother, and all his negative attributes with his white upbringing. So that she would place this in the back burner of her subconscious, so that when she inevitably fell away from Caucasian men, she would find herself inextricably attracted to Korean men unbeknownst to her. And what happens next is poetic. What happened next? How surprised would I be to find her in my likes, that she swiped on me first, and that once we started conversing, she was absolutely powerless, for I knew everything I needed to know. And on the first date, the first thing that I say to her, you look so much prettier in person.
When a guy knows you're out of his league, the first thing he's going to do is to humble you. And he knows you're a girl who is out of his league and he cannot afford you, he cannot keep you, he doesn't have what it takes to get you. He is going to crush your ego, he's going to humble you. He won't feed your ego, he won't compliment you, he will act like you're not all that. This guy will deliberately not appreciate you, he will deliberately not compliment you. He will make sure he humbles you. He might put you in embarrassing situations just to make you feel small, and in turn you start seeking validation from him. This guy knows that you're out of his league. He knows you're beautiful. He knows you're an attractive woman. He knows there are so many men in your DMs who are throwing themselves at you. So he is going to act like he is the prize. He won't throw himself at you. He won't give you attention. He will act like you're not beautiful enough. He will give you the impression that he doesn't find you attractive by not saying anything. He won't compliment you. He won't compliment how you look. This guy wants to do this in order for you to feel small, insecure, to destroy your self-confidence, your self-esteem, make you feel small, so that you will start seeking validation from him. When you ask him what's the type of woman you like or what's the type of woman you're attracted to, he's going to define the opposite of you. Say, for example, you're a white girl, he's going to say he's into black women. If you're a black woman, he'll say he's into white women. He's going to tell you his type is the opposite of you by not telling you directly that he's not attracted to you. But he's going to describe a woman who is the complete opposite of you just so that you feel like you're not his type and so that you feel insecure. This is what they do deliberately. He may never even look your way. This guy may be sitting on the same table with you and he will act like he's not even seeing you, but he knows that you're attractive. He may even be attracted to you. This guy may even like you. But just because he knows you're out of his league and he knows he wants to get you, the only way he will do it is by humbling you, making you feel like you're not all that, by not complimenting you, by not acting like you're attractive enough, by ignoring you and giving you cold feet. Even when this guy gets into a relationship with you or you guys are finally dating and getting to know each other, he will still give you that energy. And even when he succeeds to play manipulation games and get you and make you fall in love with him, along the relationship, he knows that he needs to still make you feel small because that is the only way he can control you. Insecure men need to make you feel small in order for them to control you, in order for them to feel like they are the man, in order for them to feel like they are worth it. So if he doesn't make you feel small, he doesn't feel like he is the man. And this is not the type of man you want to deal with. Only insecure men do this. Insecure, toxic men, they do this. All of this is manipulation, and if you're not smart enough to notice it, this guy will manipulate you and you find yourself seeking validation from him. You find yourself chasing him. You find yourself doing too much because he doesn't feed your ego. He doesn't validate you. He acts like he is the prize so that you should start seeking validation from him, so that you start chasing him. This is what they do to put you in a box, make you feel small, make you feel like you're not all that, so that they can control you. In the minds of so many men, they believe that a woman has to love them more than they love a woman for a relationship to work. So when you're getting to know this type of man who has this type of mindset, he wants you to love him more than he loves you because he believes that that's the only way he can control you. They want to go after a woman who loves them more than they love her so that they can be able to control and manipulate this woman. They will never make this woman feel comfortable in the relationship. They will always create chaos in the relationship to make her feel like she's fighting for their love. It is emotional abuse. That is why most of the times you see him giving you mixed signals. Today he's hot, tomorrow he's cold, today he's all lovey-dovey, the next day he's ignoring you, he's avoiding you, he doesn't want to see you, he acts like you're not all that. He doesn't give you the attention. He breadcrumbs you deliberately just so that you keep seeking for everything, seeking for the bare minimum from him. And he keeps you in that state of confusion. You're confused about where you stand with him. That is where he wants to place you. This man knows the only way he can control you is by making sure you stay confused so that you keep questioning yourself, you keep questioning the relationship, you keep seeking validation from him by giving you mixed signals. They will never be direct about their true feelings towards you. They give you silent treatment deliberately so that you are in the state of anxiety and panic, seeking validation from them so that they can control you. Whenever a guy is giving you the silent treatment, it's not normal. A man who truly loves you wouldn't place you in a situation where you have to question where you stand with him or seeking to talk to him because he has decided to ignore you. Men are not dumb. This is what I want you guys to understand. If he is ignoring you, he is doing it deliberately. He knows what he's doing. Always the insecure men who are not all that and who know you're out of their league, who want to control you, put you in a box, who are going to play this type of games. Do you guys know the funniest part? He will do all of this while still stalking you. These are the type of men who will watch all of your snaps, watch your story, but will never like anything, will never comment on anything, but they are watching. They are always the first to watch everything you do, but they won't comment. They won't say anything. They are low-key obsessed with you, but they want to give you the impression that they are not obsessed with you. They know everything that is going on in your life. And when you link up with them, you hear them say things like, oh, I saw you go to so and so place. I saw you with this person. But he acts like he's not noticing, but he's noticing everything. These are the type of men who you would even meet them on the first date. Probably you meet them somewhere in a strange environment, or maybe you went out with a group of friends and you met this guy, and everyone is appreciating you, complimenting you, everyone is looking at you. If you're a beautiful girl, you must have experienced this. You would meet a guy who would not even look at your direction because he wants to make you feel like you're not all that, but you're going to catch him looking. You're going to catch him staring at you, even though he doesn't want to give you that impression that he's staring, but he's watching you like a hawk. Men believe that a beautiful girl receives attention, compliments, and all of that from a lot of men. So the only way he will stand out is by not showing himself at you, is by not complimenting you, acting like you're not attractive, making sure he doesn't notice you, giving you the impression that he's not watching, he's not looking at you, he's not staring at you. They believe if they can do this, they are going to trigger an insecurity in you, which is going to make you seek validation from them. So they are doing it deliberately, sweetheart. And if you're not smart enough to notice it, you're going to get played by a guy who isn't even up to your standard, a guy who knows you're out of his league. Another thing a guy would do when he wants to manipulate a woman who he knows is out of his league is by being silent. When you see a guy who is too quiet or too silent around you, be very scared, because this guy, he is studying you. He is studying different ways in which he's going to manipulate you. Men know that mystery is attractive, and they are going to come across as mysterious so that you find them attractive. So they won't say too much. They're going to stay silent, and they may not ask you anything about yourself because he wants to keep you guessing. He wants to keep you guessing because they are not dumb. They know a lot of guys have been asking you questions about yourself. What do you do for a living? What are you up to? What are you this? What are you that? They know a lot of guys are asking you these questions. So they will deliberately not ask you these questions, and they will deliberately not open up about their own lives to you because they want to come across as mysterious, and they want to show you that they are not interested in knowing whatever is going on in your life. So that you're going to start seeking validation from him. You start stalking him. You start saying too much about yourself. And when you start doing that, he has placed you where he wants you to be so that he can easily control you and manipulate you. You who he knows is out of his league. It's a game. This guy will never open up about what he does. He will never open up about anything substantial in his life. He's going to hide literally everything about himself so that you start investigating him and you find yourself obsessed. You find him stuck in your mind, and you're seeking all of this information about him without him telling you. You know everything that is going on in his life without him telling you. There are so many men who, before they come to you as a woman, they study you without you even knowing. This guy may have been stalking you for 6 months straight online, probably on Instagram, on whichever social media platform he knows you're on. He's going to stalk you on that platform to study you, to know the kind of girl you are, so that he can easily know his game and manipulate you. This is what they do whenever they are coming to you. Most of the times when the guy is texting you online, it's probably a guy who has studied you for long. He's been following you up for long. And now when he has gathered all his facts and gathered every information he needs in order to manipulate you, that's when he's going to play his first card by sliding into your DMs, texting you, sending you a message, trying to link up with you. He has been studying you for months, and you need to be very careful with men who are out of their league, because most of them, they just want to associate themselves with you. They want to experience you in order to feed their ego, in order to prove a point, in order to show their homeboys they could get a girl like you, because they know that you're out of their league. They know they cannot afford you. Some of them are even broke. They don't even have the money to take care of you. So they have been studying you, follow up in your life, doing things to know how to get you in order for them to manipulate you, just so that they can feed their ego. Insecure men do this. This is what I want you guys to know. You will never see a high value man, a man who is walking in divine masculinity, going to this extent to manipulate or control a woman. A masculine man knows what he brings to the table, and any woman will submit to him naturally, But a guy who doesn't have it all, he needs to play these games. He needs to play manipulative games in order to get you to submit. It's only an insecure man who has to manipulate a woman to get her to fall in love with him, because a masculine man who knows what he has and who knows what he brings to the table, any woman will naturally submit in the presence of divine masculinity. But if he is not masculine, if he's broke, he doesn't have it all, he needs to play all of these games in order to secure girls, in order to bag girls, in order to bag baddies. He knows if he comes the way he is, you may not accept him. So he needs to play games in order for you to accept him, in order for you to like him. The last but not the least point I'm going to add to this video is, when a guy who knows you're out of his league wants to dominate you and control you, he is going to use abuse to control you. This guy will physically, sexually, or emotionally abuse you in order to put you in a box and control you. That is why you find so many victims of abuse still holding on to their abusers, because these men have taken their sense of power, their sense of worth. He has made them feel small, and now they are seeking validation from him. When the guy who wants to abuse you emotionally breaks your ego, he makes you feel small, he makes you question yourself. By emotional abuse, he gives you the silent treatment, hot and cold behavior. Physical abuse, he beats you up. Most victims of domestic violence, they still run back to their abusers. Most victims of sexual abuse, they still run back to their abusers, because today he treats you like a monster, the next day he treats you like an angel. So you don't know which mask he's putting on. One minute he's nice, the next minute he's the devil, and he puts you in a state of confusion where you keep seeking validation from him. Most of these men, they know what they are doing. There are so many men who use sexual abuse to control women, and they do this by coercing you, by raping you, taking advantage of you, because they know that after they take advantage of you, put you in a vulnerable state, most of them will pull back their energy. If they were asking you out, if they were struggling to get to know you, they will withdraw from the situation, so that you start seeking validation from them. Because he's made you feel small, he's made you feel like you're just a sex object, and now you're seeking validation from him. Now you want to know why he did what he did to you. And this is what I want you guys to understand. When the snake bites you, you don't need to go after the snake asking, why did you bite me? Why did you do this to me? No. A snake will always be a snake, and it's the same thing with men who are abusers. They will always want to abuse you because it is in their nature. That is the only thing that feeds their ego. That's the only way they can have a sense of power. They can have a sense of control over you. That's why they want to make you feel small, just like they feel. And most of them, deep down, they hate you. This is what I want you guys to understand. They hate you because there is no man who genuinely likes you who is going to abuse you. Any man who does this is a man who secretly hates you. It's a man who is jealous of you. It's a man who knows you're out of his league, and he wants to bring you down. He wants to make you feel small in order for him to control you and manipulate you. Every time you refuse to give your body to a man and he gives you cold feet, he gives you the silent treatment, he acts like you're nothing, and he starts mistreating you, or he switches up on you because you refuse to give him sex, that is manipulation. That's a guy who knows you're out of his league, and he wants to give you the silent treatment, give you cold feet, switch up on you, because that is the only way he thinks he can get sex from you. When a man does this, it's a man who is weak, it's a man who is not walking in divine masculinity, and most of them do this. Especially a guy who maybe he's showing you interest in the beginning, he's showering you with gifts, he's doing the most for you to like him, and the minute he brings up the topic of sex, he wants to sleep with you, and you refuse to sleep with him, this guy automatically switches up on you. He doesn't want to get to know you again. He stops calling you, he stops texting you, he starts acting like you guys have a problem. Some of them switch up so fast, get angry at you, they just start shouting, screaming, behaving weird towards you. This is the type of men I'm talking about. No man who is walking in divine masculinity will do this. It's always weak, insecure men who know that you're out of their league, who will do this, who will switch up on you when you refuse to give them sex, who are going to do horrible things in order to get whatever they want from you. These men will rape you. These men will try to force you to sleep with them by any means. These men will go above and beyond just to control you. I watched a clip of a girl who posted a video on TikTok where she went to visit a guy in his place, and this guy wanted to sleep with her, but because she didn't want to sleep with him, he released his dogs on her. He wanted these dogs to attack her just because she didn't want to sleep with him, and she wanted to go. So guess what? He released his dogs. And when he released his dog, she was scared. She couldn't go anymore. And if a guy puts you in an uncomfortable situation just because he wants to sleep with you, he wants to leave you stranded because he wants to get sex from you. These are the type of men who I'm talking about. These are men who will take you out on a date, who will travel with you out of the country on a vacation and leave you stranded just because they wanted sex from you and you were not willing to give them. These are the type of men I'm talking about. As a woman, have your own money. Because men will put you in embarrassing situations just to manipulate you, just to control you, just to get whatever they want from you. There are girls who have been left stranded in so many situations. You go out with a guy, and the minute he has to take you home, you refuse, you don't want to sleep with him, he leaves you stranded on an empty street. A guy takes you on vacation, you go innocently on vacation thinking, oh, this guy is getting to know you. In his mind, he wants sex. You're thinking it's an innocent vacation, whereas in the back of his mind, he's hoping to sleep with you. And the minute you don't want to sleep with him, he leaves you stranded. This is what a lot of them do. And I want you guys to know, no man who is walking in divine masculinity will do this. It's always a weak, insecure man who will switch up on you when you refuse to give him sex. If this guy was spending money on you, and the minute he noticed you have been eating his money and he's been doing the most to get sex from you and you're not giving it to him, he may even start acting like he's your biggest enemy. This guy may start giving you attitude. He starts acting like a hater. They do this deliberately because they want to get you weak so that you give them what they want from you. It's manipulation. So these are some of the things I don't like about men. These are some of the things that disgust me about men. But you guys need to be very careful. So besties, we've come to the end of this amazing video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and I hope you love this video. Share your experiences in the comment section. I'm dying to see them, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you.